Hello, welcome to MTG Pro Tutor. I am Sean Penrod, your host, and today we will open this M15 booster pack and evaluate the cards inside. M15 is almost done. The Khans of Tarkir pre-release was yesterday, or this weekend rather, and the release comes out is this weekend, so we're almost done. This will be the last week of M15 cards, so let's dive on in and see what we've got using the lessons that we've learned all season. So, the first thing I do is take out the marketing card and the land, and I look at the rare, which is in Garrick's Wake. So, you destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalkers you don't control for 9 mana. Now that is quite a bit, and that's very steep, that's very expensive. So I don't really think in Garrick's Wake is playable in Limited because it is so prohibitively expensive. Let's see what else the pack has. Crowd's Favor is the red combat trick. It has Convoke, and for red, you can target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. I like Midnight Guard. It's a 2/3 for 3, which is very solid, and it untaps whenever a creature enters the battlefield. So you can tap it for Convoke, play a creature, and then untap it. You can attack, and then play a creature on your second main and untap it. You can attack, and then when your opponent plays a creature, it untaps. So just very versatile. I've found Midnight Guard to be very useful. Research Assistant is a good early blocker if you are blue, and it has the nice late game ability of being able to loot for 4 mana. Looting is drawing a card and then discarding a card. So Lava Axe is a late game finisher if you are a aggressive red deck, doing lots of early damage with creatures, and then as your opponent plays bigger creatures in the mid to late game and you can't get your attacks through anymore, you play Lava Axe and destroy them. Plummet is a good sideboard card. I don't think you ever need to main deck Plummet, but if they do have a siege dragon or some kind of demon, Ob Nixilis, something like that, then Plummet is not bad to have. Covenant of Blood is very swingy. I mean, you get to do 4 damage and then gain 4 life. It is very nice that it has Convoke, so you can use your creatures to pay that. It's nice to have one of these. I think 2 might be pushing it. If you have a lot of tokens, then maybe you can push it out. I wish black-white token was a thing, but it never really came together for me. Did it for you? Titanic Growth, I think, is a good combat trick for green. +4/+4 for 2 mana. Ooh, Rot Feast or Maggot is excellent. It is a 3/5 for 5, which is very strong because it's hard to attack through 5 defense. Very hard. And when it comes into play, you exile a creature from a graveyard, not even your own, just a graveyard. And you gain life equal to the card's toughness. Unmake the Graves can get back your bombs when you've lost them. So, again, I think maybe having one of these is not bad if you have a big bomb worth getting back. Rune Claw Bear is a 2/2 for 2. Very playable in Limited, but not first pickable. Ooh, Sunblade Elf. This is really strong uncommon. It's a 1/1 for 1. Has the added ability of being a 2/2 for 1 as long as you control a plains. And for 5 mana, creatures you control get +1/+1. So you can do that multiple times because it doesn't involve blocking, or tapping rather. So very strong pseudo gold card. Paragon of the Gathering Mists. I'm not going to be first picking a Paragon because we don't know what color we are going to be in. So after you have picked 8 or 9 creatures of that color, then a Paragon becomes useful. The only exception is the white Paragon. Once you have a couple token makers like Triplicate Spirits or Raise the Alarm, then picking up a Paragon is not bad, the white Paragon, because it really combos nice with the with those tokens. So finally, Might Makes Right. This is not impressive at all. It is a win more card. So basically, if you have the greatest power of creature, if you have the strongest creature on the board, you get control of another creature. So it's just the rich get richer. It doesn't really do much for you. When you're behind, it's terrible. It's 6 mana to play. There is no reason to ever cast this card, honestly. So, Sunblade Elf is worth first picking. Rot Feast of Maggot is good. I don't think it's worthy of a first pick, though. Midnight Guard. Okay, so Garrick's Wake. I think I'm out on Garrick's Wake. So let's see. To be honest, I would probably take the Sunblade Elf. It just seems to be the strongest card here, especially because it's uncommon. You are likely to bump into the other ones, being Midnight Guard, Rot Feast or Maggot. Those are the only other ones that really seem to catch my eye. So I will take Sunblade Elf because it's really strong. I don't like that it kind of pushes you towards green-white. You don't have to go green-white. You can still abandon Sunblade Elf. It's not like a super bomby card that you're going to build around, but it is nice to have if you end up going green-white. So I'll take Sunblade Elf. Rot, Feast or Maggot, or Midnight Guard would be second for me. What do you think? Would you agree with my first pick of Sunblade Elf? If not, leave a comment below and tell me why. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Daily Boost. I'm Sean Penrod, and we'll see you in the next pack.